All right, what's going on everybody? Welcome to the video. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to track your food and how to make a meal that is well-rounded as far as macro goes. The reason why I'm making this video is because there are many questions that I get around how to track your food, calories, macros, things like that. So for this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I track my food, and we're actually gonna make my breakfast that I'm gonna eat tomorrow anyway. So I figured I would show you, bring you along, and then hopefully answer some questions or at least clear the air about how to use a scale, how to use MyFitnessPal, which is the app that I use. You'll see that later. And that way you can implement it on your own. So let's do it. Cup. Now I fill it with water first, because if you fill all the dry ingredients and then try to get the water in, you're trying to mix everything, including the protein powder, with it. So I put my water in first, go over to the Brita, maybe like a cup of water or so, cup and a half. The more water you put in it, obviously it's gonna be a little bit more soupy. It might take more time in the fridge to clay up a little bit. So, inch and a quarter of water. And we're gonna throw this right on the scale, turn that on, and then start with the protein. So for the protein powder, I've been doing lately, you don't have to do this, but I've been doing a very natural, organic, gluten-free, dairy-free, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, colors, anything like that, to try to take my nutrition goals and gut health and everything to the next level. So far so good. I've been doing it for probably 2 to 3 months now. I feel great. Some days I will have dairy and gluten and cheat meals, but whatever. Side note. So this is why it's the standard natural 100% way and efforts to do that. So with my goals, I'm going to do a scoop and a half. So that's going to come out to 45 grams. So one scoop is just about 30. Put that down there. And then on the scale, I'm just going to look for 45. So what do we got? 44. Close enough. Don't sweat 1 gram, especially when you're measuring stuff. So 44 on the scale. Protein's taken care of. Toss that back. And then take a frother. You can put it in like a shaker cup and shake it, but if it's in like a Nutria Ninja cup, there's no shaker ball. So mix this around, being careful not to lift this up and it goes absolutely everywhere, all of your nice white cabinets, because definitely have done that before. So there we go, that's all mixed up. Clean that off, and then we just add in our ingredients. These portions that I'm about to do are specific to me, my hunger, my goals for the calories and things like that. So feel free, if you use this meal, switch up the portion sizes that fits you. So oats, they're not the organic ones. I messed up, didn't buy the organic gluten-free ones, whatever. Organic honey, chia seeds, staple for me, and then almond butter. So for the almond butter that I try to find, I have one that says just dry roasted almonds and sea salt. I don't get one that has palm oil in it. I don't get one that has sugar in it. And look for the most straightforward ingredients you can. Like if you're getting almond butter, get one that's just almonds, maybe salt, whatever. There's a lot of crap out there that's filled with who knows what. So to start, what we're going to do 120 grams of oats. So pop this open. Basically turn on the scale, zero it out. I'm going to pour until it says 120. So that's probably getting close as I spill it everywhere. We got 115, 18, 19, 20. Around the money. So that's good there. And then I'll take some honey. So 1 serving of honey is 21 grams. So I'm going to do half a serving. So I'm just going to shoot for 10 grams on the scale. And then when I go to track it, as you'll see, I'll do either 10 grams or 0.5 of a serving, whatever the MyFitnessPal recognizes this barcode as. Sometimes you have to switch the serving size on the app itself. So normally I try to stick to grams. So I'll switch it to grams and I'll do 10. So there's the honey. And we get the chia seeds. Zero out the scale once again. 16 grams of chia seeds. So it's probably pretty close. 13, 14, close enough, 15. So half a serving of chia seeds is 16 grams because 1 serving is 32. Half of 32, 16. So be mindful that you're entering the same serving sizes that you're using when you're using the app itself. Next up, and lastly, is going to be almond butter. So when I measure things in a can or container rather, I put the container on the scale itself, and then I will go for a negative value. So when I scoop this up, grab a spoon, obviously the scale will go into negative because you're removing weight from the scale. So we'll do a full serving, which on the thing, the label here, it says 32. So we're going to do a full serving, and then until it says negative 32. So that's negative 28. Let's not make a mess. There we go. Negative 25 right now. And then we'll scoop out a little more until it says 32. 35. 34. 33. Close enough. Not worried. Boom. So then I take that, shut the scale off, we're good to go. And once you get used to tracking your food, I'm not sure if I mentioned it yet, but it takes an extra, 5 seconds to put the scale underneath it and know exactly what you're doing. So I always try to have at least my clients get familiar with using the scale. They don't have to use it forever, nor do I want them to use it forever, but I want them to know how much 32 grams of almond butter looks like, because normally a lot of people are out there using 3 servings, and that's 600 calories. So, and probably all of your fat content for the day just in 1 scoop of almond butter. One thing I do now that I'm bulking is berries on top. I'm all out of berries, but I'll take 50 to 60 grams, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, put those on top so that every scoop you can kind of have a little variety, change in texture when you're eating it. So there we go. Perfect. It's phenomenal. There you go. So take the spoon, clean that off. I'll bring that with me in the morning. And that's that. I'll put a cap on it. Grab a cap over here. Just like that, not only do you have a well-rounded breakfast, but you know exactly what's in it as far as calories, protein, carbs, and fat. If I can actually get this thing on, there we go. And then I put it in the fridge. Like I said, if I'm in the morning, I'll just bring it with me overnight, toss this in here, and then now I don't have to worry about a thing when I wake up. I already have it tracked. I already know what's in it, good to go, and that will allow me to structure my day around that. So that way, you know, if it's 1,000 calories in that small little container, I know that I have X amount of calories left for lunch and dinner. And then I do the same exact process for dinner or lunch. So I'll throw some 4 eggs, 4 slices of toast, ketchup on top. Normally I don't track the ketchup, but if you did, slide the scale under, put the ketchup on,
go into MyFitnessPal, scan the barcode if you can't find it, and then adjust serving sizes according to what you're putting on the scale. So it's that easy, and basically I try to coach my clients into learning how to do this because, for one, it's not detrimental to your goals if you do not track, but it can give you that added edge and to know exactly what you're doing. So that way it basically removes a variable within your diet and your training. So if you're not tracking foods and your weight is doing this and your strength is plateaued, you're under eating, you're overeating, things like that. So if you track your foods and you're very consistent with your meals, you'll know that those weight fluctuations aren't coming from your meals. It could be anything from how soon you ate before bed pre-weigh-in. It could be salt, it could be anything. Liquid calories are very easy to consume, so be careful of that. But all in all, I believe in tracking your food. Don't obsess over it too much. I always preach the 80-20 rule, where let's say you have 21 meals a week. I like to see 18 or 19 of those be a consistent, well-rounded, nutritious meal filled with protein, vegetables, things like that. The other 2, 3, 4, by all means, go out with your friends. Be mindful, but also enjoy the time that you're not on your goals when you're out to eat and things like that. That's what the whole balance thing that everybody preaches, like, that works. And that's exactly what I do, and that's why I've been able to track my food with a scale for, 6 years now? And I know exactly what's going into my body. I know how I respond to different foods, and as you get used to it, you will too. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, DM, on anything. My social medias are linked in the description, and I hope you find that valuable. And if you did, I would love to hear some feedback, your stories of tracking, your experiences, dislikes, likes, different hacks. I'm always trying to learn as well. So drop those in the comments, and I appreciate you watching. If you watched this long, special thank you to you. So I'll see you in the next video every other Friday.